Welcome back to New England in the city of, well, New England in Cities Skylines. That's a great start. We got like started the wrong way, but it's all good. It's all good. I hope everyone's having a great weekend so far and that you're enjoying at least where I am. It's pretty wet and it has been raining since yesterday. So it's a bit like of a stay indoors vibe at the moment, which is perfect for some live streaming, right? And yes, today we do have a few things to do. But namely, we started working this area on our last live stream last weekend, and that's where we will focus on. Also had some issues with the live stream last weekend, and there was I don't know how to call it, but there was some drops in the connection, or the connection was dropping. I think that's the right way to say it. And then right at the end, like I was about to start finishing everything and saying goodbye and thank you to everyone, connection dropped for everyone. So hopefully we don't have any surprise today. Looking for my stream health at the moment. Everything seems to be all right so far. So let's hope it all goes well. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining, and thank you for the likes as well. Thank you, Micah. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you everyone, and welcome. So yeah, we did build quite a lot of new buildings in here. Hence why we might be seeing some issues, some people struggling over here. And we could put a traffic light in there. Do I want to put a traffic light in there? Where are they coming from? It seems like a big queue in there. I might do it. So let's get them something better. Let's start by adding a new lane. How about that? Hello, Jackson. Gonna make a stadium. We can try. And we need to find the right place for that. Someone asked for that last stream as well. And there was some concerns after the live stream. I look at some areas and I couldn't really find the right place for that. And maybe I think that was not even my major problem. The problem would be my assets and what I have to make sure I can build that. Regardless, we can take a look at that later and we can try it. It's possible to make a racetrack. I have, oops, let me just fix this for a second. I haven't tried on Cities 2 yet. I definitely tried that on Cities 1 and I've made one. So I don't know if anyone has made one yet here on Cities 2, but it's something that's possible to try if we find the right assets. But I need to do some digging before I just try it. I think I need to find like the Formula 1 assets for that. Need to find the curbs. Need to find maybe some assets for like the pit lane. Some lines for the, why is everyone doing a U-turn here? For the racetrack lines, really, things like that. Camille, thank you for the follow. But yeah, that's certainly something that will take some time to do. It's not something that we just like do it, you know? Also look at this space while I talk to see, oh, look at the traffic flow in here. That's awesome. But yeah, looking at this and see if I can do anything in there. Potentially a new park in here, small park, something like this one. Potentially good. And I don't know if I can do, I always struggle with this a little bit because it doesn't connect how I want, but I can try. Let's see. Yeah, it didn't. I wanted to connect all the way into the platform in there. Even though if you can get people walking there, I think that would be cool to do. Of course, I do it, and then I get it wrong. I had to remove this. Come on, I can do it. From here all the way. We're looking at maybe over there. Is it all right? Thanks to me, it is. And now I can do this. Connect straight down here. You know, when I say straight, what I mean is straight. Remove, I think those two might be the calls of that. Guidelines. 91 is good enough. And I can even come with move it and bring this a bit closer if I want. There you go. Also feel like this could be a nicer curve as well, which we do. Hello, and thank you for sharing the live. Can we see your city? I mean, you here. Hello, Camille. Of course you can. Let me show you around. This is basically the whole map. Nothing over there on the right side, mostly over here at the moment. Just changing the audio track to the music, otherwise you can't hear me talking on top of that. So this is where we're building over here, right here. This is the area we are tackling today a little bit more. It's basically the most recent area. We're not doing high density in there because of the airport. And then we have our industry over here and over there alongside with the port. We have our old town in here, which is a circular suburb. We have our high density around here and some offices around there. We might, I don't know if we might change that in the future. We may change it, not sure yet. And then we have basically our older area in here, which we have like university. We call this Brisbane Town because this park reminds me of South Bank and in Brisbane, and I quite like it. And then you have the football stadium in here, some parking. This area is pretty busy. You have the medium density and some more high density, low rent housing over here. We have it's kind of an historical town in here. So yeah, and this is one of our suburbs. This is the high density area that I mentioned. And our busy port over here. So this is the city. And then obviously, as you can see, we have some specialized industry on the side of the mountains here, all the way over there. This is what we have. Is Cities 2 worth it? I currently play the first game. Hi Natalie, and welcome. I'm really enjoying it. It's been a while since I've played Cities 1, and it, at least for me, it tells a lot because I usually love that game, and I've been having a lot more fun with Cities 1 for quite a while now. And I feel, at least in my opinion, it's definitely worth it. Like I'm enjoying there's more content now with the latest updates. There is a lot more to do. There's lots more ways to create things. There is a lot more variety of buildings, and a lot of bug fixes are now gone as well. And there is a lot of good things coming as well that the new developers have already mentioned on their how they call it, dev, their dev blog posts where they tell you what's coming. So, at least my opinion, yes, it's worth it. You should take a look. You should see if that's your cup of tea. Now, with that said, there are things that I know that a lot of people don't like. For example, there are a lot of pop-ups in here, and some people get very stressed about that because they feel like they have to fix everything immediately after they appear. But some of them, we know that they don't really require attention, or that it's just because of the time of the day or things like that. So keep that in mind as well. And yeah, but in my opinion, yes, it's worth it. It's much better now. There's a lot more tools in the game. They are adding several tools that we used mods before to bring that into the game, which I quite like. It's very positive. I think that's what I'm trying to say. And this a little bit more. Yeah, all right. Just trying to kind of continue. What do we have in here? I want to stop. Where do I want to stop this? All the way over there. Then we have some birch trees, which I believe they'll be the same. Birch trees, or are they pine? So this is from the actual building. Poplar. All right. Can still do that. A little bit more spacing. A little bit less spacing. Yeah, 10 sounds about right. And then we do like so. And then what else do we have there? I think that's all in there. Yeah. No worries. Hello, Matt. I'm going crazy because the industries are so loud now and I can't place it any near my big sounds. Yes, you are correct. And that's usually a big problem. Where my industry in here. This is still like in progress and we're working through this. So what I've noticed is a very nice green buffer between those areas will do wonders for you. So if you look at here, you can see the red noisy area in here, and mostly all the trees will basically hold all that noise, as you can see in here very clearly. But obviously I have like other noisy buildings in here as well, so this is quite a challenge. In other areas like this, as you can see, the noise is coming from things like crematorium, from the park itself, 12,000 noise, this is 9,000, 10,000, so this is a commercial building. And you have the commercial buildings that are very noisy. This is an office building, by the way. And this, what's the noise? 7,000. So a lot of that close to residential, that's always a problem. That's very hard. But one of the things, try using trees on the roads as well. Try using tree buffers, like what I'm doing here. I built this as a park before, but now it uses as a buffer, more buffer over here. Usually in main avenues, I do create those buffers. Normally, like as you can see, this goes all the way here. So this is how I play the game. And after one of the most recent updates with that noise, I've just adjusted this a little bit, so wasn't a major problem. But still, like this is the best thing you can do. For highways, if you can use the barrier, sound barrier, which I think, yeah, it's here, sound barrier, which might help you as well. But yeah, use trees and sound barriers when you can, and also distance is always a good thing. It lowers land value, definitely does. Yeah, yeah. And it's more or less what happened in here. If I remove some of these commercial buildings from here, these will improve. But I don't know, sometimes like I'll let them be. I love controlling every single aspect of the city, but I acknowledge that sometimes it's better if you don't. Cities have problems, cities will have issues in different areas, so it's like you don't need to always. What's going on here? Oak tree, that's what I'm looking for. I said oak tree. There we go. Yeah, so trees are trees. Cities don't need to be perfect. That's what I'm saying. Even though I know we want to make it as perfect as we can. Keep this there actually. And I'll bring this a little bit closer so this it's nicer and the park kind of extends all the way to those trees. Also feels like I need something in here that's slightly larger just to hide that transition from the nice grass to nothingness. And then we have a nice little corner finished in there. Where's Sakura trees? Oh, tell me about it. I'd love to have that. I know like modders are working really hard on new assets since the new asset editor. I think that's what I'm looking for. They release it, so we might see something soon, or at least I hope we do. I want something can go at the back here. Like that. Just to make it a little bit nicer. Alright. I like it. You should go with Japanese mod. Yes, yes. I do agree. Like everything you're saying, I'm there. I agree with you. I would love to have the sakura trees in here, but yeah, unfortunately we just have palm trees for now. Soon. Ooh, look at how many people. That's awesome. 600 passengers waiting. Oh wow. Where are they going? Oh, we do have the metro underground, don't we? Yes. I wish it would highlight the station that I've selected. That's local train station. Is that the name? Local train station, there we go. So 23 passengers there and 12. So no, it's not. Oh, 160 waiting. I think it took me too long. The airport station is also busy. Nice. About the actual planes. 42 in there. This just arrived, so I don't know. Is it a cargo plane? Not this one. This one? Yeah, it is. Alright. Another one arriving. And 13. Alright. By the way, I know it's a pre-city and all, but it looks like it will have been so much trouble. Why do you think there would be so much financial trouble? Or industry here is one of the most thriving industries I ever built for any cities. Not saying that you're wrong, just really want to understand your point of view there. Hi JB, hello, welcome. Welcome from vacation as well. And how to make a well-prospering airport? Well, it's all about what your city needs and connections, right? Your city needs really good office buildings. This is one of the main things, and tourism. So these are, sorry for asking so many things. I feel like I'm telling you, no worries. I love it. I love having a chat with people as well. So don't hold yourself back. So these are all, like not all, but most of my offices in this area. This is very important. We also have subway connecting the offices to the airport. That's also important. We also have trains connecting to the airport and to the rest of the city and some external connections. So these are potentially the main things for you to make sure that works. One thing that I'm not really happy with is that after one of the latest updates that mess up with all the industry, as you mentioned before, it's creating a huge queue for the airport cargo thing. And I don't even understand why this queue is like that, because we have all the storage, we have like a lot to sell, and this moves cargo very slowly. And I don't think, like this one, for example, it's a full cargo plane, but this is, coming to our airport, and we don't even have space to storage that. So I do feel like there's still a problem with that, a bug with the cargo airports. But other than that, I think if you can avoid building a cargo in your airports, then do that. Also, one of the things that I don't do, I didn't create connections to every single outside connection that we have. I just have two at the moment, one there, one there. If this gets busy and busier, we might add another connection, I don't know, somewhere over there. But yeah, don't overdo. Make sure you have connections to places where people want to go, and a lot of public transportation as well. JB saying he was in Philippines for a month. Oh, nice. How was your trip, JB? I hope it was everything all right there, and you had a very nice break. How do you deal with the traffic at the entrance of the city and highway? Like this? The biggest secret with traffic on your highway entrance are basically two. Don't add traffic lights very close to the entrance itself. Although I have this T-junction, I don't have traffic lights in there. And this is pretty free because this is the main road for them. And this as well is not like a junction or anything. So I give them some space. This is one thing. The other thing is you need to have a lot of connections in the city. Another one here. This is tricky, and I know exactly why this happens. I'll explain in a second and what's the fix for that. Although I'm choosing not to fix, but I'll let you know what I mean. And then like I have another one in here, and I think over there we have another one at the airport there as well. So plenty of connections. Basically I have a ring of highways around the city, and people can live where they want to. So what I'm not fixing in here, and what I mean by being a problem, they have plenty of space from the entrance to the first connection we have in there. The problem we have here is that this is the main connection for the industry, and most of the traffic that comes in here wants to come into this place, right? They want to come into the industry itself. And there are waves of traffic in here. And sometimes I don't really care about that because this will go in a few minutes, depending on the time of what's happening in the city. The traffic will go down again. What I could do to fix it? Maybe adding one extra turning lane, as traffic moving that way, it's a lot lower than turning. And we could even do that if we look at traffic's coming here and they're splitting basically evenly in there. So what I could do is make this a little bit better for them. Although, even though I do this, they will choose to change lanes in the middle there, which is never a great thing, but that's how the game works, right? But in doing this, I will split traffic between two lanes and give them an extra option to do what they want. This will go faster, and hopefully this will clean traffic a little bit faster. So we can watch this. As I said, this is already moving a little bit faster as well, but it could be that we have less cars entering this junction, but I can see like a lot more moving here. So there we go, simple fix for now. And if I want to do other things in here, I might create one extra lane in there due to going ahead to dedicated to turning left, and then removing, I think we have a, no, we don't have a traffic light in here, but this one is too close to that one, that like you can see that traffic backs up in here. So that might be a problem depending on how much traffic we have through there. So things like that, creating more space between these junctions, especially on main avenues, is a must. This is too close for a main avenue, and especially for the highway entrance. I'm taking too long to explain this. I'm probably over explaining a little bit. Hopefully you got the gist of that. And yeah, like our city is just a stop for an airplane. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe it's just not enough commercial demands in the city, which doesn't create enough commercial demand for flights as well. It looks good, thank you. I'm very noob at this game. Hello, Martinho. I've been there. And thank you for the follow, appreciate it. Try doing a square shape roundabout there so you don't demolish anything. Yeah, that's also a possibility. We've done, I don't think it was in this city. Oh, Death Wave. We've done that on, sorry, hold on. There we go. We've done that on another city and it quite works. But yeah, in here, I'm happy with how that is at the moment. As you can see, no more traffic from there. Now the traffic is going outward. This changes from time to time, so I don't bother too much. Firman Pinen, hello, and thank you for the follow. Godzo, thank you for the follow as well, and welcome everyone. Are you using Move It when you design the highway? No, I haven't been using Move It quite a lot, to be honest. I'm using Move It to position things like, I think I was fixing this way and moving it to the right angle that I wanted in here. I'm using Move It to elevate this a little bit as well. I think I've done that, the train track in here, but I haven't used to move roads that much. Welcome, Tommy. Welcome, welcome. GB saying maybe 2 one-way roads. Two one-way roads, do you mean over here? Yeah, I really don't want to mess that up anymore. Oh, and talk about this. Look at that. What have we done? Oh man, deserves a screenshot. What? Oh, this probably the truck that hit that other one. Almost another accident in here. Oh man, look at that. Oh, that's so dangerous. I'll never stop the police vehicle on this line. I would stop in here. Whole traffic would go the other way. There you go. Now they fix that. Take someone away. Oh, you're gonna try to do a UE in here. Even though you have a U-turn over there. Smart. Very, very smart. Let them figure out themselves. That's alright. Let's go back here. Cities Skyline to stream. This is rare. Oh, is it really? I do it every Saturday around this time. And my roads are ugly. Ah, that's... Do you mean your road layouts? I play around with road layouts and use like different styles depending on which city that I'm building or what I'm looking for. AQ, hello, welcome, welcome. Everything is going very well, very wet at the moment over here. How about you? How's everything for you? GP, the industry, I mean, sorry, my tablet annoys me sometimes. That's all right. Yeah, that's all right. I'll leave that industry traffic that way. I don't really mind. And apart from that car crash that caused this traffic, I think we're good there for now. Then my dream to live in my single house under the highway through music to my... Would you love? Oh, this is cool actually. Would you love to study right there on that window? Just like looking at all the traffic coming by? How good is that? Right here. I'm trying to put on a POV sort of view there, but yeah, it didn't work. More or less like this. How about that? Not noisy at all. Oh. I'm very dizzy in organizing the city. Are you? Is there anything that you're struggling at the moment? Anything that I can help you with? Loving it, ready to build. Nice. Love to hear that, AQ. So public transportation is quite good at the moment as well. I like that. All right, we've done some detailing over there, although I want to do this bit in here because this is annoying me. And then I'll do this later. But this will be the last one that we do. I think we'll go potentially... I can use oak trees in there, but nothing too close to the line there. That's a bit too close. I'll fix that soon. Don't worry. And I think we can kind of pop it around here. That is not a problem. Do some of these as well. Just so we know that nothing is going to be built underneath there. Different size, so we create like different layers for the vegetation around here. Give me some of those. All right, and I think that is probably about that. Now these three, let's move this slightly. Yeah, all right, this is better. And kind of hides it, but yeah, this is missing tiny bits underneath there. Okay, this is better, I think. And now we don't have an empty space in here. I love how busy our train station become in here. Like, this is so nice to see all these people walking in and out of here. Love it. All right, there's space now. What's our plan today? The plan is to get these built. I don't know if I'll build everything in there, but some in here. And then do some like small detailing in some of these areas as well. I won't put a fountain in the AQ because, well, this is not really a leisure area. Just like in the middle of the train tracks going up, and then we have this electricity tower over here as well. I don't think you can add sound barriers and it solves. Yeah, you can add sound barriers to the elevated highway only if they are on the ground, as Matt mentioned. Yeah, thank you, Matt. Have to go. No worries, Martino. Thank you for joining us. It seems like the pedestrians need a rest. Rest? Sorry, I don't know what you mean. Tent? And hello, Celeb. How are you? JB saying a new updates will come. It seems to fix the dead waves. Also, bike issues will fix. Yeah, that's correct. So Iceflex Studio announced that there is an update coming. I think they mentioned this coming week or so, and that'll fix the ridiculous amount of bikes that we have that causes all the issues that we can see. Where are they? Here, if you can see that queuing underground, yeah, that's gonna be fixed. There'll be more balancing on several things, and yeah, so I'm not worried about that at all. That's why I'm not looking too much into the bicycles at the moment. How we with all right, we need more. Fill all the positions, so we need more open positions, but we don't have any demand for offices, which tells me we can bring more people in. So there we go. Mr. Hughes, hello, welcome. Arvin, thank you for the follow as well. Welcome everyone, and thank you for 1,000 likes. I really, really appreciate you all. Thank you very much. That waves too. Yeah, they won't die between, I think it was 6 and 9 a.m. or 6 and 8 a.m., which is when everyone dies in the city. You're not allowed to die out of that range, which is quite funny. But yeah, I'm really keen to see how that affects the game. Also looking at this and trying to think about how we actually build this app. Over here, what I want to do is, let me get a road going in here to see if I can do that. Let's do this. Over here for now. There's a park. I think that's the camping park or something like that. This one's cool as well. What is that? Dog activity, passageway. I'm pretty sure that is a camping. Yeah, there's the large campfire, and that's the campfire sides. So this is this side. Sides, not this side. Oh man, words today. This is the one I'm looking for. And what I want you to do, it's basically put it there. Now this is wrong, so let's fix it. And also, the transparency is driving me nuts in here. Definitely don't want that road connecting, so this will go just all the way here. And you have an overpass. It depends where. I, for example, have the highway as an overpass. The highway is the overpass, I should say. We have train tracks going above roads, but we don't have like an overpass road going across, if that's what you're asking. Are you using any mods? Yes, I'm using several. Anarchy, Move It, Traffic Lights Enhancement, Traffic Spy, Road Builder, Weather, and Time and Weather Anarchy, and a few others. Can I get a look at your highway setup? Yeah. Hold on. Let me stop the talking here. Alright, so this is basically the highway. It goes around here, comes through there, and gets out. That is another highway that goes through here, in there, and connects to that one. Basically creating a ring around the city. That's the highway layout. And then we have connections over here, connections over here, over here, over here, and another one over here, and I think, yeah, another one in here, which is like a dual, I forgot about the name, dual trumpet interchange, I think that's what it's called. And yeah, that's it. I try to use overpasses since you had a lot of traffic on the exits. And make a water park. We can look at a water park. I think we have one in the assets. We can do that in a second. Give me just 1 second. I try to use overpass since you get a lot of traffic on the exits. Yeah, it's usually, depending on where you are in the city, we're just talking about this. This is the busiest area for some traffic. But this is more or less as much as what we get in here. So I don't care too much. And I haven't done any overpasses really for the highway entrances. So yeah, but I do make a point if I'm not making the... Oh, thank you for the fireworks, Jake said. Thank you very much, really appreciate it. But if I'm not doing then elevated, I will do overpasses, and then I do quite a lot. The decision here is that because they are elevated already, then it's easier to just draw the roads underneath. That's all. Oh, JB is saying that the FDF wave occurs between 6 and 12. Alright. Thanks, JB. Noisy, thank you for the follow, really appreciate it. 23HW, thank you for sharing the live. Thanks, EQ, thank you very much, really appreciate it. The bridge and port expansion is usually as a part of the parks and some of the bridges. Well, and the ports as well. And the bridges, I really love them. And we had some in place already, so I haven't replaced everything. But I quite love the bridges, and I'm using on my other city. I like the expansion, I think it adds quite a lot to the game. Do you know how to use the right one-way street? Please teach me. Use the right one-way street? Do you mean how to use like this one-way street properly? Is that what you mean? Mainly pedestrian ones, I like them a lot. Nice, you're my man, thank you for the follow. And well, basically you just add it like there, right? So, for example, cars will go just on that one way. You can also upgrade your roads to one-way streets. What I usually try to use then more is for directing traffic. For example, I use that industry example here. Let's say I don't want them exiting through here because I want them to enter this a little bit faster. And when they do this, like they just did, that's very messy and creates more traffic. So I could use one way to get in, so traffic could just get in, and then I would come in here and say, oh, by the way, to get out of here, you have to use this one instead. So that's more or less how I would use it. And thinking about it, that's more or less what I would probably do. I think I like the idea, and it might like give us something nice to do. 4 lanes, look at that. Let's update this, make it 4 lane that way. I pause the game because I need to change the connections here. Remove U-turns. What I want to do is this. The one definitely not coming in here or here, but this lane can come on either. And this one goes, this one here, this goes there. Yeah, that sounds about right. This one goes there, this turn, this goes here. This we remove. I guess, yeah, this goes there and this goes here, so we know where they go. I'll probably do, let's see how this goes first. I would probably do like 2 lane road here and there to make this a little bit easier for the, what I'm saying, let's do it. I don't know, I'm fighting myself on this. I can probably do it all the way there, really. There you go. And then I want to remove traffic lights from there, from here, or from here. And then I probably need to just redo these connections. So to there, fantastic. These are going straight. I don't want them doing these at the moment. Or these, let's keep them going like that. They should be all good there. Although I'll remove the U-turns. Yeah, all right. They should do the trick, at least over here. And traffic will be a little bit messy for a second, but they will start moving very soon. And then, yeah, there will be some traffic in here for them to get out of here as soon as possible. How is this connected, by the way? They can go on both. That's great. They can go on both. Sounds good, but I'll do this one instead, so bikes won't get in the way. Now we just wait. This will take some time to fix itself up, but it should be better than what we had before. All right. That's how you use one-way roads, by the way. It's like around, yeah, that's probably what was suggested before, but in here I'm also letting them enter because I don't want all the traffic to come to this road, otherwise it causes issues on this one. So, but it kind of works that way. Enter, exit, and yeah, go that way. I hate traffic jams in my city. Oh, I think everyone hates that. It just like halts your city when it happens. My PC can't work Cities Skylines too well. Can you play Cities 1? It's still an also game with a lot of content. If that's something that you are keen on playing. These are pines, alright. I want to mix some oak trees in here. so it kind of fits a little bit more with the area surrounding it. But we will do pines because this is very high on pines, this park. And we will still do this. I might do even a pathway connecting it there. I don't think we have any other connection there. Alright, I'll keep it as is. I'm also talking to myself, as you might have noticed, and while I think about how to approach this. But it's okay, I'll survive, I promise you. One over there. Another pine over here. And I think that's good enough. Just one more tree over here. And I think this, yeah, over there. This looks part of the park now. Awesome. Alright, I like it. And we always keep that area green, which is really nice. I find it strange that there are so many zebra crossings in the city. Why is that not normal? I think more often in suburbs you don't see that, but yeah, I guess you have a point there. I kind of agree. As I said, especially in suburbs, you wouldn't see that much. But I think I got used to them in a way, so it's alright. JB saying the road on French Water Tower I should remove and put two other one-way rounds, two inside and outside this industry. This one, right? Yeah, I think just keeping this one is enough. As you can see, traffic is sorted. It's just the changing that we did. And again, it will go up and down. That's okay. As far as they get where they want. Otherwise, I'll stay like 3 hours just fixing this. And I know myself, I will stay 3 hours just trying to fix one thing like that. But do we really need? I think that's the main question there. I don't think so. Oh, I did exactly what you made. All right, sorry. I digress. And there we go. It's working. Let's go back. Solving the thing is a nice part of the game too. Yes, I agree. Still haven't mustered the strength to buy CS2 yet. Yeah, I know what you mean. I think the game is in a much better place than what it was some time ago. So I think based on what I've seen and the updates that are coming, I think it's a nice thing. It's worth it. So I've been enjoying the game quite a lot. Alright, I'm here. How do I get this working now? Another road from here. Looks like I should update my PC. Would that help, Silap? And all right, we do have this road over here. We do have like this. We're going. All right, I didn't remember. This would be low density. Car crash. And somewhere around here we could keep the medium density. But at least this area will definitely be low density. So I don't want huge housing. So I might do that. Something slightly different. And also thinking how to achieve what I want there. Be some weird roads at the moment, just bear with me for a second. Hope you will understand this quite soon. Remove that one, remove that one. Remove this one. This will stay. It's more like a missing opportunity to connect these two. But do I want to? Maybe I do. Let's redo these bits. Is it worth it versus the first one? I would say yes. I've been enjoying it. I don't think it replaces the first one though, if that's what you're trying to get at. But I think it's a different game basically, and I don't think it's worthwhile. So yeah, my opinion is yes, it's worth it. I think I'll keep it in like this. Creates a nice angle there. What's my favorite interchange type? It's probably a trumpet interchange. It's usually something that I built my cities and I quite like. This one, by the way. Alright, I have this. Might remove that. There are some pipes missing there, but I don't think we need that anymore. Yeah, because it should be connected elsewhere. Go back, let me take a look at pipe network. Yeah, connected. Alright, this is better. Also, I might just do something like this, so we create more connections in there, and why not connect those? Oh, by the way, should be this. Come on, do it. Thank you. Now, for this area, let me think. This will be trees, by the way. That's why I'm not building anything there yet. I'm trying to think like some. I don't know if I'll do any groundbreaking road layout in here. That'll be hopefully just interesting enough for people living in this area. Go to this. What's the distance that I did? It's basically like that. Right, this is better. Better. And I like how they're all looking over here, although they're a little bit off, but I can work with that. I know what to do. Better than all the niche people in Cities 1 building diamond ones. Or the spiral, yes. They look cool, don't get me wrong. And the diamond ones, in theory, they are great for real life scenarios, right? But I haven't found it being really great for the actual game. But you know, it's personal preference, I guess. Nothing wrong with that. Let me go down here. Yeah. It's not getting me what I want, but I know how to also fix that. This and this, and then zoning should be on this road instead of this one. As I'm here, this is actually okay. I actually don't mind that. All right, I'll keep it. Just so I can do other things for now. Let's just kickstart this, and then I can hopefully remove this. All right. They look awful and don't work in cities. Dummy interchanges. I don't know, the diamond seems to be, at least like, I'm not an expert in engineering or anything, but it looks like the flow is faster and creates less traffic in and out. JB is saying your city does very good and looks very nice. Thank you, JB. Really, really appreciate it. Just drink some water. Okay, the reason why I haven't done anything here is because we don't have an elementary school there. How are we in terms of school? Yeah, kind of going on the lower side again. I don't want two elementary schools, one next to the other. Do that one over there. Problem is, I don't think it fits. Maybe on this side it does. Yes, let's keep it this way. I think that's the first time I use this one. Public elementary school. I like it. That's nice. Just weird that road leading to nowhere in there, but... Or this one. Just means that I should surround it with roads, but it's not really what I wanted to do. Anyway, this will give us a little bit more capacity. People are ready. In there, we can remove some parking and put some more classrooms. Ooh, look at that. And I can remove that weird road. Yes. And how about this one? Oh, I could extend this even further. I'll keep it in mind. Not yet. We already have like 2,500 students in there. So not enough yet, but it's getting there. More than enough for now. Which means that I don't need it here. Are we still in the city? Maybe I'll take a look soon. AQ, give me a second. The best exchange is the one that is adjusted to the city's wealth, traffic, etc. What do you mean adjusted to the city's wealth? I like that's cool. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. That looks nice. Thank you. I'm thinking about downloading this game. How much more do we enjoy it compared to the original game? I'm enjoying it more than the original game. I think we are on a roll in terms of fixes and new content, things like that. And I'm enjoying it quite a lot more. Haven't played the first one for a long time now. I suddenly have too many taxis driving. This tax causes blockades. How do I solve this? I have not placed a tax company myself. Before I look at your message, Matt, the reason with the taxes is usually they come from external connections. So if you look, you're gonna see these on the highways connecting to the external cities. You see a lot of taxis coming and going. I have less, and I do have taxis in the city, but the reason I have less is because I have public transportation, trains connecting to the outside connections. I have buses also connecting to the outside connections. And I also have planes, although planes are not really needed for that, but I have multiple options of external public transportation connections for people to come in and go out of the city. And that's how you reduce the number of taxis coming into the city. Now, they're never going to go away. It's not going to be one full fix. There will be times, especially when you create like a new residential area, medium or high density, there will be quite a few coming in, but you can reduce by adding those external connections for public transportation. Matt says, why do Eastern European schools look so cool but are so useless? To me, in terms of capacity, it's because probably the country density and are based on their actual density in the European cities where they're from, so they have less capacity. Let me sort this one out. I think we can do this. Nice. That, yes, good. Now, as I mentioned, we will transform this, and because this is pretty bare and I don't really like it, I think what we can do about this is basically look at the demand for commercial going up and down. They don't know what they want. Just like, can you decide? Thank you. All right, let's get this going. Trees. Definitely doing more over here. This will be one of those buffers with trees that we have. They're not really being picky or anything here. I'm just adding them up. This one. Why are they removing the trees as I add more? Come on. 3 density, my friends. 3 density. Get up there. I'll keep it that way. But in here, in the middle of the house, that is still a thing. So let's start playing with this. That'll be really nice. One over there, some spots for this over here. I do need to add some pedestrian pathways in there. let's do it. Another one over here. Connect, this will connect. I think we do have one order here that we can do. A few shops maybe. Yeah, let's do it. More industrial. I think we have way too much industrial at the moment. Although they keep saying give me more, but we can add a few more, but I don't think we need to. Put the shops in the center and give them pedestrian paths overlay. Do a mega block. Lowers that mega block. Hello, Bruno. Unfortunately, Indonesian is not a language that I can speak. I'm sorry about that. I think we do some shops over here. I want to avoid adding too many though, because we still have some complaining in this area, so I want to try to force them going that way. From Australia. Oh, in Australia, around here. So, linden trees, why not? Can make those gardens a little bit nicer. Seven quokka in there. Yeah, really nice. I was actually, when was, I think a couple of weeks ago, there was a small hole, like more like a tunnel in my garden. My partner that saw it, and then look, we don't know if that was from a bunny, which is also crazy around here, the amount of bunnies we have. I'll look at your message in a second, JB, give me just a second. Or if that is a bandicoot, which is quite common around my area as well. So like we do have the interesting wildlife around here as well. Can't complain about that. And I love that, like I really like it. What am I doing here? I think I'll try to make it like a line of those trees over there. Maybe some bushes in between. Not trying to make it perfect or anything, just trying to make it different from the areas surrounding it. Hickory tree, we haven't used one here. All right. Tap the screen, show some love. Thank you, IQ. Really appreciate it. Over 2,600 likes. You guys are awesome. Do you like to watch one-person camera? I use it a lot, like a ride with a bus or a bike to experience my city. I'll be honest, I've done that a lot more in Cities 1 than Cities 2. So I haven't done a lot of that for a while, to be honest. And I think it's because building in Cities 2 takes a lot more time than Cities 1. And I feel like I get tired at some point, and I I don't explore as much, and there's always something to fix. So I'm always looking around, trying to find like spots where I can do better things, make it look better, and hide spots like this one and things like that. So I don't do it as much as I did before. But on Series 1, I've done that quite a lot, and I do enjoy that. Only help the commercial zones because of lower cost of resources. Yep. Just trying to make this a little bit more interesting. I think I need to go overboard, but you know, just make it look nicer at least. I think that's already better than what it was before we started here. Alright, I think this will do. Just one more. There you go. It's already looking slightly better. Now for this area, it's a bit tricky because how do I do this? Let's do some parking in there. Probably around these roads. This would be, they're already using this to access this area. Doing a parking option in here would be a little bit of a nightmare. What I'll actually do, I'll do one over here instead. End of the road, it's underground, no one can see. And that's problem solved. I'm really thinking about how we go about this. Maybe, do we have any commercial? No, we don't have a... Let's mix a low density one. Like house, they're always small, so I think they might work. If I do it like that. That's fine. And probably maybe one more in here. They're quite large. I think this one's the smallest we can get. I think that works out. And then we have our commercial demand satisfied in there. Satisfaction of making the city pretty is much better. Yes, definitely much more entertaining. And I feel like when you look from afar, it looks a lot better. Screw with saying, to be honest, like Series 1 more than 2. I feel like everything is progressive. Yeah, I think I know what you mean. I felt like that like a year ago when the game didn't have like as much content or wasn't working as well. But I think we are on a point now where things are just improving and getting better and better. And I'm quite happy with what we have so far. The Shiplet Park. looking for nice on the corner there. I think it's adding, yeah, crossing for some reason. But I want something small. I'm struggling with the parks recently. Find like many bicycle park. Let's do it. We need that. And I think you can survive being in there. Look at that. I love it. I didn't see this one before. I think I missed it. Thank you for joining, Matt. Thank you very much. See you later. Besides, thank you for the follow. And Christian, thank you for the follow as well. Welcome, everyone. 3,000 likes. Oh man, you're all amazing. Thank you so much for that. You know what? We will do the park ourselves in here. Let's create a park area to make this official. There we go. I think, well, some pedestrian pathways would be nice, I hope. There we go. Just connecting those two sides. Do something like that as well. And then we add some trees around this place. Well, we need to hello, Kisats, how are you? And welcome. I love this game. Yes, it's probably my favorite. I play it too much, to be honest. Should play some other things as well. I'm one of those people that opens the Steam library. It's like, I have nothing to play. And there are, I don't know how many games that I haven't opened yet or haven't played that much. And then I end up opening Cities Skylines and play it for a few more hours, as you should. By the way, how many hours do you guys have in this game, if I might ask? For Cities 2, I have 460. For Cities 1, I had 1,200. That's a lot.
We're expecting unseasonable.
Chris, thank you for the hearts. Thank you very much. Really, really appreciate the support. Oh, not even demand for commercial anymore. You see? I told you we didn't need that. I guess they're complaining less. Alright. Go Wonder. And how's this? 88,000 workplace. Is this going up? Job. Population, jobs. It is slowly going up as we go. I don't know when this happened or why this happened here. Probably one of the game updates, but slowly climbing back up, so that is good. And very well contained on the homeless. So yeah, we can bring in more people. That answers my own questions. I just started with CS2, but in CS1 over 900 hours. Nice. Some good hour millage there. Showing 10,000 people. Yes, AQ. Look at that. Nice milestone. I was talking about not doing the first person as much, but most often than nothing, I look at myself like just with a view like this and just looking at things and how they all look, including some underwater trees in here that we shouldn't have. Whoopsie. Oh yeah, that's nice. I like it. All right, definitely this area around here would be maybe medium density. I have a little bit of terrain that we can work out this way as well. Where are they going? Coming in here, all this area. Alright, they are delivering in this area, so that's okay. I don't want to make another connection on this main road in here. If we do, that'll be to that side. So anything that we connect in here will have to come from this area. This road is getting busier, so what I'll do, I'll make it worse and then hopefully improve it. With the traffic lights and stuff like that. Let's go all the way here. That is fantastic. Now, this is going to be like that. So I did 3-ish. Over here, we do this over there. And around here, I might stop there. Even a little bit further back. And do it like this. Oh, that's great. Hold on, where is this going? If I do this, we miss a little bit more. So here, that'll be where we go. Yes, now it's better. All right, I like that. And then this will certainly go all the way here. And yes, I'm leaving a gap in there. I think we can certainly get this over here. And zoning over there is okay, although I could give them this. My only concern with this is that, I guess not, they have 2 entry points in here. But I said that I would make that better, so let's do it. There you go. Now, as always, it up things the wrong way. Or kind of not really. Like when I say they stop wrong way, it makes sense for this one to be the turning lane. But I want them to do this, allow turning on red. So let's see how this goes. Should be more than enough for now. Don't do your turn over there, please. Thank you. And with this amount of people, you are already at the size of some European capitals. So nice. Are you overthinking about your city? Always. Don't we all? I thought that was what everyone would do. Hello, Zilek. Just shoot it. Happy to answer. If I know the answer, of course. Important things. Right, that connects, so that's good. Yesterday you couldn't play? That's sad. How about today? Do you have time to play it? Or is there something happening with your computer? Alright, connections are made. And how are we doing with all of these? Clinic-wise, I would say we're pretty good. Healthcare wise, we are kind of okay.
This just in from traffic. If you're thinking about hitting
Healthcare, we might need
delays on the major roads,
a bit of a hands in here. I'll add this underneath there, so it's kind of hidden. Team Whips, hello and thank you.
there's no sinking this boat, Glenda.
Warm
JB is saying that he also overthinks things. Yeah, I think we all do. It's part of this game. Can you play without overthinking? Is that a possibility? No one told me I was allowed to. I think we'll survive without that. We have this. More than enough for now. Parks. That might help if we build something around here, I guess. Let's go with this one. Right over there. Yeah, and I do want to move this a little bit closer. Yeah, there we go. Better. Now, medium density, medium low density, probably low density as well. Medium. Low. Actually, want to make this slightly better for us. Just do this. There we go. We won't build anything on this side of things. So there you go. Have any interesting building? What do we have here? Particle board factory. Alright. I have some factories that we haven't put down yet. If I had a small office building that would go in the corner, that would be great. I don't want to do any commercial because, yeah, we don't need that. Not that. No, yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. While they build their buildings, let me sneak some things in over here. Right, I like it. Some smaller ones as well. And what about here? Should we have like a house in there or something? I see. Facing this way. Maybe we change it so we get more space. There, remove it, build here, rebuild. There we go. Now over here we will do this one. My favorite bush. Actually, we have more space. As we have some in here, I will stop there and do one small tree over here, another one there. Done. Recon mailbox or you. Yes. Oh, forgot about that. Thanks, EQ. Look at this. Where are the mailboxes? Come on. It should be all right. Maybe another one here. And they're good. Do I have a post office with 20 vehicles collecting? Wow, that's nice. Maybe we need another one. Small post office somewhere in here. That could work around that corner or even there. Maybe just next to it, straight next to it. I'm wondering if we do this building right here. At the same time, I feel this is better and help this. And it goes right next to the small post office. There we go. And that's more than enough for this school. I think there should be a limitation how far people walk, like in City 4. Now it's not realistic. They all walk even until end of the map, even bikes too. Yeah, there's some oddness, and I think the reason why they're using the bikes as much is part of that. And on the calculation of what's cheaper, what's faster, and what's the easiest way from one point to the other and things like that. And the calculation is a little bit off in there. But yeah, hopefully this will be fixed soon as well. Alright, it won't let me do it, so I'll do it anyway. What? Why? Oh, sometimes the game. Can I force it to be on the ground? No. How? I do this then? Yes, I can. Alright, and from there.
What's up? What's up? Hitting it and never. Industry.
We're expecting
Huh.
unseasonably
Look at
high
that.
temperatures across the region.
Can we have a path or two on the back of the school? Oh, there we go, AQ.
Kids, don't stay out in the sun too long. Don't forget the sunscreen, folks, and remember to stay hydrated. It's gonna be a hot one. Sure am glad the station has AC.
No, this is odd, but I think I know what I'll do there. Just need to find this. Oh, actually, I can do this instead. There you go. This. Yeah, this is good. It stops there. I think that's all I'll do there. I definitely need to move a couple of these trees on the pathway, and we can keep it for trained here and add more trees. How good is that? Best time of the day, adding more trees. Right, we have that one. Let's do some birch trees. And I guess we have some pines in here, so let's couple as well, just to bring up that color so it matches what we already have. Probably what we are doing here. I think what I could do is basically go there. Brush strength is higher. No anarchy. Size is smaller. And I basically do this. Make it slightly faster for me. And then I can just come in and pop the ones that I feel like are missing. Alright, I think that kind of fits. It's a little bit better now, and we have like this green field next to the avenue there, which I quite like. Oh, this built up quite nicely. This looks pretty good. Fountain, maybe? It's not really a park that would have a fountain. Maybe if we have something small, we can put in there. I really don't like the fountains that we have in the game at the moment. But let's see. Kind of odd fountain, but I think that would be the best option for here. Go there. Go more or less over there, I guess. Now, okay, here, let's copy that one. Paste that one. There you go. They have at least the same color. Then over here, I think we can do this. It make a little bit more sense. Details, details. There we go. Why won't people go to university in my city? Hello, Lisa. It could be a few things. If they can't graduate from other levels of education, and for example, if they can't graduate from elementary school, it's hardly any people will try to go to university. They can graduate from high school, that's the same. From college, that's the same. So you need to make sure that this is good, so they have enough people graduating for university. Some buildings, like signature buildings, sometimes they give you some education boosts and chance of graduation. And obviously I can't find any at the moment. Entertainment, maybe the office ones. Yeah, look at this one. Local office building gives plus 1% university graduation as well, and plus 5 interest in university education. So some of these signature buildings, they give you interest in getting educated, but that's not all. As I mentioned, there are a few things. They need jobs available for their skill level. So, for example, high density office buildings are great for highly educated and well-educated people. Highly educated will be the ones that go to university. So, if you have open positions, people can graduate, and obviously they can graduate, go to university, get graduated, and have a place where to work, then that's great. Hey, King Star, let's keep it safe, please. It's not a nice topic to have. I feel like we missed some trees in here as well. Like so, why not over there? Just dotted a few things to make it really nice. Thank you for all the likes, appreciate it. Why are you not placing bushes on trees? There's so much different bushes. I don't like them that much, I'll be honest. And I end up doing only the trees. I do place them, as you can see here. I place them manually, but I don't like how they look. And to see some definition, you have to be so close to them. That's really hard to see, like the flowers. If I get a little bit far away, you can't even see that they are flowers anymore, and like all blurred, and looks like just a lump of something in there. But yeah, I think when I manage to get definition from a little bit further away, then I might do a little bit more of those. That's the only reason why. Under here, like I do have quite a few, and that's the same thing we're gonna do here. Just to not leave these too empty. But yeah, that's all my reasoning around that. Like, it's nothing really special. It's just I don't like them that much. Well, I like how this is all integrating into the city. Look at that. Oh, AQ, I forgot about the people. Oh, you're dead. I'm still a teen for some reason. Or you moved away, like we never know. I wish it kept the history in here so we could know what happened. But unfortunately, it doesn't. Yeah, it looks like I'm taking a while to grow. First they asked, what? Dry demons? What is that? Oh, I'm working as a team. Fantastic. Industrial manufacturing. We produce food. I don't think I should be working as a team. But yeah, okay, I guess. We need more people in the city. Thank you for the egg. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Why did I leave? I don't know if you left. You could have been on that car crash we saw earlier in there. Who knows? Who knows? You know what I want you to do over here? Let me just see. Yes, it would make sense. I want you to do a pedestrian bridge, if I can manage that. Use a pier to connect both sides. No. At least not that way. Alright, let's do...
Stacking fresh beats all day and all night. You're listening to the smooth beat, keeping it fresh with Naughty Nan.
It's this one.
This just
How should be?
traffic. If you're thinking about hitting the streets, you can expect delays on the major roads, especially during
This.
rush hour.
Good to
And on
We're expect.
How's the oil and stuff? Take a look in a second. Alright, we are connected. I acknowledge that there is a fence in there, but there is nothing much I can do about that. There's no way I can remove that from the game. So it will have to be this way. It's just be a nice thing here for pedestrians, and make sure that they have a shorter commutes if they are walking there. And oil and stuff. All right, so grain we are doing really well. Livestock not as much. Vegetables not as much. I'm looking at things that we are actually producing, so we have an idea. Cotton not as much. Oil, we are with thumbs up from the oil industry. Metal ore, importing all the stone, we manage that as well. So the oil we're using for chemical and petrochemical. Let's see how that's going. All right, this is good. We have enough of both and producing enough and also exporting. Petrochemical, we're still importing something, whatever we are importing, because it tells us that we are using or minerals or crude oil, but it doesn't tell us what we are importing. Good. All right. Very positive on a lot of things in here. Oh, look at this. Textile. It's fantastic. We have a little bit too much of textile. But okay, I guess I'd love to improve on software a little bit. We need electronics for that. And it seems like we do have enough electronics. So not enough people to get more of this. So I need more people in the city. That's what tells me. Good. I think we are overall very good in here. Yeah. Just want to get more. The reason why I like software and actually telecom and financial is because I don't know media, to be honest. These three, they are all off this. Oh, look at that. We are much better now. And I need more people working at office at the moment, so that helps. Sorry, I have to go now. See you next week. Thank you, JB. See you later. Yeah, for this one, we are importing telecoms, which is interesting as we have both materials, right? Yeah, we do. So why are we importing? We need, I would say we need more offices, but I think we just need more people. That's everything should be fixed if we get more people in the city. The financial people use software to get the service and output the financial thing. So yeah, we have enough software. This one is better now. That's good. Maybe lodging. We have some. Well, in material goods, looks like we are good. We're okay. Could do a little bit better with timber, but we would need more wood for that. The processed goods and some of the raw materials, it's what we lack. Well, that's why we trade with other cities, right? So not a big deal. In terms of taxation, let's get then happier, so we get more people working with them as well. Yeah, I think we're good, AQ. That's the short of it. And love to see that traffic is really gone from here. Awesome, awesome. All right, really happy. 200 and almost 14,000 people in the city, still making bank, even though we reduce taxes and things like that. Really nice growth in this area now, with connecting both sides and making this all look like one place. There's some more space on this side if you want to build there. Some space over here that we will definitely take a look at. Some decoration, detailing all over the place. More space for industry if we want to work on some of that stuff. I think this can be also beneficial. Can add another roll there and some more industry. I think someone mentioned that wants to see more industry, so that is pretty good. But overall, really good progress today, and that's where we will stop, because we've been on the 2-hour mark. We've built quite a lot and I'm hungry, so I need some food. But yeah, for everyone that joined today, also having a chat with you all, very big thank you. Words are difficult today. Very big thank you for watching, for 4,000 likes on TikTok. That's insane. Thank you very much. For everyone that sent a message, asked questions, commented, or just had a chat, I really appreciate you all. Unfortunately, that's all that I have time for today, but I'll see you all next weekend at 4 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.